Hi there! For this little video, we are going to be reviewing Fables. Go ahead and say that word with me. Fables. Excellent job. Okay, so let's go ahead and go over the characteristics of fables. Fables are fictional stories. What does the word fictional mean? It means not real. It's fake, right? Okay. These stories are normally short, meaning they're not going to take hours to read. They're going to take about 5-10 minutes to read. They were written a long time ago. So does that mean they were written last week, a couple hours ago, or many years ago? Many years ago. Good job. The characters in a fable are usually animals that act like humans. So, right here, here's the tortoise and the hare. They're acting like humans. And what I mean by that is they set up a race so they can race one another, and they're talking to one another like you and I would talk, right? So they're acting like humans. Now, not all fables have animals that act like humans. The wolf and the sheep in The Boy Who Cried Wolf, they're not acting like humans. They're just acting like normal animals would. So sometimes the characters that are animals act like humans, and sometimes they don't. The setting is typically outside. What does that mean? The setting is typically outside. It means sometimes the story is outside and sometimes it's not. Now, these two examples, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, he's outside watching over the sheep, and the tortoise and the hare, this is also outside because they're racing outside. So, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not outside. The story teaches a moral lesson. I'm going to give you a moment to think about that. A moral lesson, what does that mean? Okay, the moral lesson is what the author wants us, the reader, to take away from the story, something we can learn. For example, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. What is the moral lesson in this story? To tell the truth, right? Because what happened to the little boy? He didn't tell the truth. He lied a few times, and then once he needed help with something and he asked for help, nobody believed him. Nobody believed he actually needed help. They thought he was lying again. So telling the truth is the moral lesson in the story. Okay? And then another fable we read together was The Grasshopper and the Ants. Do you remember that fable? That was a really good one. So there were two morals in that story. I'm going to give you a moment to think back to that story. The Grasshopper and the Ants. All right. So the first moral of that story was, it's important to do your share of the work. Remember that? Remember the grasshopper didn't help the ants? So the lesson that we could learn from that was it's important to do your share of the work. But the second moral we can learn is it's okay to have some fun after working hard. Remember the ants worked so hard and they just didn't have any fun afterwards? Well, after you work really hard, do you do your share of the work? Well, then have fun, and that's okay. All right, I hope you like this little review over fables.